What's up? What's up? It's your boy Dwell, aka Mr. J, aquí en la casa, coming at you sideways. Hopefully, everybody's having a good time. Like I said before, I'm gonna come at you sideways. I'm gonna have some music, some interviews, some podcast stuff going on, pretty much a little bit of everything. I'm dropping my music April 1st, so stay tuned for that. It's gonna be dropping on Spotify. It's gonna be dropping on Pandora, iTunes, Apple Music. So stay tuned for that. April 1st, business as usual. Shout out to my boy Stoop Down for the artwork. He also did the artwork on my previous music that I did, No Hay Amor, where I'm from. That's on YouTube. So check that out. Like and subscribe. Drop some comments. Today, like I said, I'm going to be bringing people in here because I want to show some support and some love to everybody. I got my boy. Why don't you introduce yourself?
Yeah, what's up? My name is Psycho Disciple. You can find me at iTunes or YouTube. I got music, 7 Deadly Sins, and feature my homie Dwell. Yeah.
That's right. Like I said, I wanna get people in here. Pretty much Psycho Cheese. I know him as Psycho Cheese. His rapping name is Psycho Disciple. What's your real name, bro? I mean, I know your real name, but go ahead, tell me your real name.
Is Cesar Cortez.
All right. And he was the first guy. There's a video of him up there already. I did an interview a while back, a couple years ago. How long do you think it was?
About 2 years ago.
2 years ago?
2 or 3, no?
2-3 years ago, more or less. I did an interview. He was the first guy I interviewed. And now he's the first guy in my podcast. I got nothing but love for him. I know him for a couple years. But how you been, man?
Good. Just hanging in there and just trying to just be cool, keep it balanced because today's society is weird, everything flip, but the good thing that we're alive, that's it.
That's right. We've been talking about doing this podcast for a little bit. Like I said, I've been trying to line up people, and he's been one of the guys. But we all adults. We all got things to do. We all got our work. But we finally made it happen, huh?
That's right.
Even today it was a little struggle,
Yeah, it was a little struggle today, yeah.
Yeah. Well, tell me why was it a struggle?
It was a little struggle, but I love it because, it's just like when I see people out there that want to sell things, I kind of dig it because I could see it like this lady that I met. She's selling some beautiful cakes, like Mrs. Fields, but Mexican Fields, and she's like, they just so like top 10, like she should have a store, but everybody struggles to do something. Like we're all still struggling right now. I say that we all become uprise and we all become master ceremony inventors.
That's right. So pretty much, I'm gonna give a quick detail. I'm trying to get people, real people out here. You know what I mean? Everyday people. Also, I mean, I do want to get people in here that probably have some fame and whatnot. Eventually, hopefully, we get to that point. But my main focus is wanting to get people like Cesar right here, Psycho Cheese. I know him as Psycho Cheese, but he's going as Psycho Disciple. Psycho Disciple as in what? Is that your street name? Well, is that your hood name or what?
No, what's going on is like, I never was in no neighborhood, but you had to have the hood a passport. That's what I say, And the hood passport is like you have to represent yourself and always don't let yourself pull down. You always gotta be like a king on top. And so psycho is like in the street psycho. Like I could be psycho, or I could keep it balanced. And disciple, it comes from the heart, where it comes from, everything from love and heart. So I put two balance together. Like my sign is Libra, so it's always balanced, and sometimes we go on balance. So I put out together Psycho Disciple.
That's right. And why Psycho Cheese?
Psycho Cheese.
Because I know that's how everybody knows you. Everybody calls you Cheese.
Yeah. Well, I always like to eat like Cheetos and cheese, and every time double cheese on the pizza. So Little Caesars, and then Cheesy, Easy, and all this. And so next thing you know, it just came out straight out cheese. And all the time that I hear the name Psycho Cheese. But I flipped it to Psycho Disciple because it's two different levels,
Yeah, that's right. So I know where you're from, but tell me a little bit where you're from, man, and a little bit about yourself. Go ahead, feel free.
Yeah, from Santana, Orange County, all my life, born and raised, and just I'm a ghost writer. I like to write things. I like to watch a lot of documentaries. I like to see stuff that people invent. Like I was just watching just like 2 days ago with the guy that went to the Flambo Cheetos, another raza. They say that we don't have power, but we're right there. And I could see who went to the color TV, another Mexican. So we got power. And look, and I could see him right here, Dwell. You know, Jay, he's come with an album, and I could see that he's doing broadcasts, and everybody's becoming MC Master Ceremony. And everybody should do what they have to do, follow the dreams, you know.
Yeah, Cheese right here is he I have a track or two on my YouTube. I've done a few tracks with him. Pretty much, you know, I've known him for a little while. What got you into music?
Well, man? The funny thing about it, sometimes I had to give up the music, but I was with my ex, and we were at Food for Less, and I caught this guy up, and he told me, "Hey, what's that? I remember you." But he gave me a flashback. He said, "When I was a little youngster, Dwell, I saw you with Marvin at Jesse's studio writing music, and you sold me a CD or cassette, and that goes way back, and that inspired me to be like, damn, and now you're coming out with albums, and you're coming out with intelligent stuff. Check out his new album. It's going to be tight, a little like hood smart rap. It's pretty good, something that we could learn from Dwell. But you know what? That's what inspired me, that I appreciated that growing up, this generation follow me, and now they're becoming kings and stars in music. And I respect that, because I started that when I was young, started at the Hana Botas. I was true. Every time I was at parties, DPs, they told me, you cannot put Mexican and rap together. And why not? Because it doesn't mix, homie. A Chicano paisano. So everybody had politics. And now today, Snoop Dogg and everybody copying my style. But it's all right. The world's got to change, and everybody's got to unite. But I started at the Hana Botas. I was true. But I'm not have pride. It's just like no one believed me, and now everybody's doing it.
Talk about that. Talk about that a little bit more. The Tejana Botas Avestruz. What is that?
Yeah,
and what?
Yeah. So basically, in the old days, my friend said, excuse me for my attitude. He told me, "Hey man, I need some cash," and then he said, "Let's get some Michael Jordans." You know, we were little cuentes, little kids, you know, and we're learning the hood. Mom and dad working 3 jobs trying to survive, and we're like, you know what? I want to make it big too. And next thing you know, when hearts and bad, you know, we decided to go out there in the street. I never robbed nobody, but he said, an idea, I want to get those Michael Jordans, and I want to get that. So I told him that Tejana worth $3,000, and the Botas Avestruz worth $3,000. And he goes, "You're crazy, man."
All right, real quick, what's a Tejana for those who don't know, and what's Botas Avestruz?
A Tejana is a generation of like Chalino style, with wearing the Tejana hat, that we have that pride, that we work hard, and we buy that hat.
It's a cowboy hat.
It's a cowboy hat. And the Botas Avestruz is another set we got, like Mexican Nikes, but Mexican Botas Avestruz.
But what is Avestruz?
Avestruz ostrich, and
ostrich boots.
Ostrich boots, and so then
it took me a while to know what that was too.
So then even today, I went to the store to see how much is a Stetson hat. They're still up at $2,000. I look at Tony Lama's old school 1994 boots, their Generation X, and their classical. They want $1,500 for the Tony Lama boots. I go, damn. So it became a classic. So then I told her, if I got Tony Lama alive, we don't know, but they still have Stetsons, and they still have Botas Avestruz with Tony Lama. I'm gonna get them, because I always rap that song, because if I rap it, I'm gonna put it on. But it is expensive.
Yeah, I bet. That's why I don't buy it. If anybody knows, I would tell my family, my wife, and it's like, hey, I'm gonna get a Tejana, I'm gonna get some boots. Yeah. Why not? You know, it's part of our cultura. Mm-hmm. And but once you go there, they're pricey. You gotta have the money to buy it. You know what I mean? And after that, if you ain't gonna buy no more, you better keep those clean. Yeah. But regarding the Bota Tejanas Avestruz, yeah, I know that's like your go-to song. Yeah. But what did you do with that song? Where did it? Talk a little bit more about
basically,
that.
We were in the garage, and it was Marvin, El Vago, Brown C, Romeo 1, and so then we're writing music, Marvin's for Guatemala, El Vago for Michoacan, and then El Vago from Sinaloa, y Brown C from Michoacan, and Romeo for Guanajuato. And so then, in the old days, when my homie Tony, El compa Tony, showed up to my house, he brought Saul Villera, and we brought him out. You know, I started tripping out like the Tejana Botas that he had. And then finally, I put all together. So I said, I'm gonna do a song called Tengo Mi Tejana, Botas Avestruz, and we're from Santana. So my family from Jalisco say Jalisco, Tamazula, Michoacan, Sinaloa, Guanajuato, Guatemala. It just became a puzzle and they got together, and it was a one hit in the hood wonder that people like. I love that song because you talk about even that we crossed the border, because we have respect that our family crossed the border. If it wasn't for them, we would not be here. So Chicano Paisano, we the same sangre. We need to unite, but politics makes it look dumb. But right now, if it wasn't for our family, we would never be here. So we give respect to the Paisanos and we give respect to Chicanos. But we're coming up we're inventing stuff, low riders, music. We keep coming up. I think we're Aztecas and we see throwing flechas.
That's right. You were also at Cuánto Cuesta el Show, right? That's an old school show. Para los que saben, Cuánto Cuesta el Show was in Canal 22, right? Canal
22,
You made El Jarocho. Give a quick detail about that. You came out and performed at
I was Mama has a beauty salon. I mean, a bishop, and my mom told me she knew Jarocho. So I went to go pay a ticket at the county, and when I paid the ticket, that lady said Jarocho. So I hit him up, Jarocho, don't you know my mother, Elva? He goes, yeah. He gave me a number. So then I'm just like, I called Cuánto Cuesta Show, the hotline, and they answer. When you want to come in? Like fast at 2 days, like boom, like a job interview. Whoa. So I went to my homie Ray and I go, hey Ray, I need to buy some boots. I got you. Then I went somewhere and they go, I got Tejana. So I went to my friend Art and I go, Art, let me borrow something, dude, because I'm going to come on a TV show. If you come on a TV show, you could have my Chalino traje, man. My brother just bought it for me for $700, and I go, let me borrow it. It was a little tight, but it fit me. So it kind of reminded me like the movie Scarface, like when he dressed up, like it was different style. So then I go to the TV show, and they look at me dressed like a rapper with the beanie and Dickies and Chuck Taylors. Then I go in the restroom. Then I change with the uniform. And then they go, what you gonna rap? I'm gonna rap Tejana Botas Avestruz. Well, you rap Tejana? That's impossible. And no one believed me. I was scared drinking 2020 Mad Dogs. I drank 3 of them. I was so scared. And then finally, they put the beat that my homie MP made. And there's a Cesar Cortez. And I ran to the show. They even cut the beat in half. So I had to get on time because the beat was going to cut. And I did my show. Tengo mi tejana, botas avestruz, Santana, Jico, Tamazula, Michoacan, Sinaloa. Me gustó, something different. And then with tejana, botas, Chalino Sanchez style. And I go, hey, well, this is a badass style. I like this style, and I like the style. And it was cool, And I won the show. I went to the finals. But I got too drunk. I fell down. And they go, yo, man, you can't be drunk. But that's our love. We party. We think we win. And we get messed up, but if we messed up, we'll fall down, get back up, So that show was pretty good. It was a trip, 2007. Oh no, 2003. 2003. It's been a while. 2003. I'm not putting YouTube, but it was a classic show.
It must have been a good experience.
Yeah,
it was a good experience. It was a little crowd, there's competition. Yeah. And pretty much like America's Got Talent, but back in the day, type stuff. That's cool, man. That's cool. Hey, so who else? You're an old school cat from Santana, man.
And then we did with Frost and Rocky Padilla, Slow Pain, and the Baker Boys and Larry Shannon Brown. We were at the place called The Cause. I was working at the city, and I was really learning how to rap. And my homie Romeo, and then this lawyer passed by, and I had Kid Frost bumping in my karaoke. I didn't really care. I just bumped music because I love music. This guy goes, you know Frost? And I go, no. He goes, I know him. Oh, cool. He put me in a show called The Cause, and it was over there at the State of Industry. And we didn't rap with Frost, rap with nobody, but we hang around with the VIPs, everybody in the back, my homie Ray. And it was just crazy. That was the first time that I came out in a show. And I also made it. I was that talent, and people were like, hey, who are you? And it was funny. I wish I could have a copy that I called The Cause. I want to shout out to Albert if he's here or not, but thank you for the show.
Talking about old school cats. Maybe you want to throw who were some noticeable people. I know that I mean, Santana every once in a while has a group of names or group of rappers or that are doing their thing on the Dilo. Back in your day when you were younger, who were the people that you would roll with or found out this rapper, this was from Santana, he's a rapper? Who? A couple names.
I wasn't a rapper. Romeo One, Psycho Child, and Sid. Right here, they had a little garage, and they brought speakers and everything. It was just like an invention, and I heard them all rap. And he does have in SoundCloud Romeo One, and I did that. I was like, damn, this is like interesting, you know. And my homie Little Joe that went to school with me, he started rapping, and next you know he's rapping at little clubs. And then Shorty D was my other homie that he was a rapper. These guys have some great voices, so I digged it, and so I wanted to learn how to rap. But these guys, we started young, you know. We started since 1991, and Little Joe, Shorty D, Romeo One, and that's what made me. So I said, if they could do it, I could do it. So I did my thing, and I'm still doing my thing, you know, because the music, it keeps me alive. When I went through pain and everything, I had to get the mic to take my pain out. The mic saves your life. I sometimes think the mic is from God, because the mic, you have problems, depression, divorce, anything, get on the mic. Do a freestyle, get on freestyle, and you live forever.
It's like a stress reliever. That's why I do it. I mean, it's a good when I'm feeling a certain way. The mic is like a different world you enter, right?
Yeah, that's right. There's another dimension.
You start writing.
Yeah.
You start writing, and you basically release some stress. Yeah. Especially when you get on the mic.
Yeah.
It's still work. It's still work.
Yeah,
It's still hard work.
Yeah.
Because then you want to get that right, but at the end of the day, once it's done, you got a lot of stress out.
Yeah. What you gotta do is all your weapons that God gave you, all your weapons, like. If someone's with you and they do corridos, put it together. If someone with you and knows something, put it together. And you guys all make the puzzle together. We're all unite. And so the funny thing about it, like my homie Saginario, he starts singing corridos, and let's get together in a computer and let's do rap, and you do Spanish. And that's what we got started. And it's just crazy. But when you're on the mic, you're the inventor. You're on top. You're your own boss. You're your own president. They could tell you stuff that you gotta pay this, pay that. But when you're on the mic, you're the CEO.
You what type of you grew up in the 90s, right?
Yeah.
So well, not grew up. I mean, you lived through the 90s. How was it growing up for you in Santana, man?
Growing up in the 90s, it was real deep, you know. I mean, I just remember.
Real quick, you got some. What about in the 80s?
In the 80s was like...
How were you in the 80s? Were you a teen already in the 80s?
Yeah. Well, I was born in 74, you know, and right now I'm 46. I'll be 47 this year. In the 80s, in the 80s, we were playing canicas. And then...
so you were a kid in the 80s?
Yeah, I was
you were a teen in the 90s?
Yeah.
So your era was the 90s?
Yeah. But the funny thing about it, like in 82, 83... Jamone.
Hold on. Pause. My bad. I paused it. But where were you going back? Basically, I was talking about how you're talking of growing up in the 80s.
In the 80s, you know, we playing like canicas and everything, and that was the thing, you know. I think canicas come from traditional like Indian style or something, but that was a fun game. And then when I started seeing people breakdancing, I started tripping out how they brought cardboards, and then all the music like the funk, you know all these classics, Zap, Roger, Atomic Dog. But the people were like gymnastics. They flip, they do pop lock, they do robot. It was just entertainment. Like, I want to do that. First, I never did it, but then everybody had the Puma, the Filas crew, and then Beat Street came out, Breaking came out, and that was the agenda of the 80s, wear those Cortez shoes with the big baggy shoelaces, but the pants had to be like Pumas or Filas or Adidas, and that was just a style, and then try to get like the big gold chain like Run DMC. But it was just crazy because when they do those break dances, I dig that, because when the break dancers do, sometimes I say, it's hard to make a flip. These guys were spinning around and they were gymnastics, and that's deep breakdancing. I dig the breakdancing.
That's right. That's right.
You ever seen the breakdancing?
Yeah. I got into it a little bit.
Oh,
but
you
it wasn't my thing. Yeah.
But
I did it.
What do you do? What do you learn?
On the floor. Pop lock and dropping. The robot pop lock.
Was it hard? Was it?
Yeah, it's too hard, man.
But
I drop on the floor too.
But you hurt yourself.
I got some manecito torcido one time for like 2 weeks. After that, I gave up.
Oh,
but I always rapping. My whole rapping. I stick into rapping.
But it was talent.
Practice, yeah. It's a workout.
You have to be gymnastics, huh?
Yeah, it is. You have to be strong. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Practice, can no?
Yeah.
To get your body strong.
Yeah,
you
practice makes sense. Yeah, practice.
Yeah, you have to get strong. Yeah. Your body has to get strong.
But you know what? For having that and having in my world in that gender, we were on the robot style.
Oh yeah. Pop locking.
Yeah, because we would come out robots. We come out with computer love, like the other artists, and
that's not more like West Coast.
Yeah, and so when people were breakdancing, we're actually making robots, and today, new generation want to make robots. And like the AI and all that, we're getting to that point, but we had the point, that we talk about androids, and today we have phones that are androids. We started with beepers, and the funny thing on beepers is that my homie Ray used to text me on the beeper. He'll put the numbers into names. We were so intelligent. We had street codes, and it was funny having a beeper. I don't know if people had beepers, but today we have cell phones. Hey, man, we have to pull over on the phone and get the cell phone, and hey. And today we have everything, like Star Trek. Everything I see Star Trek, Michael Knight Rider, it's like Tesla's. We're going to the new generation, but I'm alive. I'm cool. Thank God. We're not rich, but we're here alive. I want to see more after 10 years. Let's see how far we're going to get to new technology. Is it going to be like something different, or do you see the future? You got to take a picture now.
Are you working on music right now, or what you got going on right now?
Yeah, right now I watch documentaries. I watch a lot of things. I see like Nikola Tesla, how the way he invented AC, anti-current. I think he invented the Wi-Fi, and he's interesting. Then I see like a lot of interesting things, like Einstein and all this, But I really like Mozart and I like Beethoven, how they do classical music, but they open your brain. You gotta listen to everything. I'll listen to an interview with Tupac. He like Kiss, heavy metal. All these artists have to be unite. They have to be unique. They have to listen to everything. Give everybody a chance. Give everybody a chance, because everybody needs a chance. Whatever they do, whatever they are, if they're righteous and they got good artists, you give them a chance. Don't be a hater and say, no, it's a rat. I'm better than you. Nah, that's stupid. Give everybody a chance, and you succeed in life. Where I go, hey, what up, cheese? What up, cheese? Hood, gangsters, locals, this, whatever. They all know me, and no one just disrespect me, because I gave everybody a chance,
What was the last? I mean,
so then
I haven't seen him for since COVID started, but
yeah. So
what's
right now
your last music CD?
7 Deadly Sins. The 7 Deadly Sins. It's just a story about everything. With my homie Mike Hemston, my people right there are mainly bishops, the Somicas, and so I say they're doing that, and they was getting in trouble. But why they doing that? To give people information to work, because they want to work. Because in this country you need papers. So I made a song called Micas. What we do, why we so Micas, to give someone a job. It's good and bad, but people, mainly bishop give me a Mica, and whatever, and I'm working, and I bought a house. So I give props to the homies that so Micas, even it's bad, but this country was our country. But Santana sold it, and so we still gotta come back, But the other thing I'm tripping out is with the Aztecs. How did they make the pyramids? How they made them so perfect? If you go out there and you paint, you have to make it perfect. But imagine just putting a ton of rock on top of your house. You can't even do it with the leverage. How will the people do it? Will they get help from the aliens, or did they use mammals or elephants to pick up those rocks? But they're all perfect. And what cement they use that still hasn't cracked? In this world, we have earthquakes, houses fall, and the pyramids are still alive. What kind of cement they use? So I experienced myself in a lot of things, movies and everything. So I like writing.
But you're working on music or no?
Yeah, right now I'm helping my homie Rebel, with the album.
Shout out to Rebel.
Yeah, shout out to Rebel. He has a good album. You check him out.
Try to get him in here too.
Yeah, we'll get him in here.
We've been talking about it, but also time, you know what I mean? And then the COVID kicked in.
Yeah.
But little by little, right?
Well, the COVID was like a drama pandemic, but you know, it's kind of funny because my neighbor died, and my other neighbor died, and another person died.
Why is that funny?
Because I didn't believe it. I thought the COVID, the coronavirus. It's
not funny, basically.
Yeah. I thought I was making a rap. I apologize for people that passed away, but I was making a rap. I don't got coronavirus, but I do got the Modelo virus. Give me a beer for another cure. It wasn't messing around, about to make sure.
But that's still a virus that's going on.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. And
give me another beer for another cure. That's hardcore, man.
Yeah, thank you, appreciate it. Because I wanted to come out with something different that people be like, oh yeah, I got the Modelo virus. Make them happy because everybody's panicked with the COVID-19. But people died, and that's when I took it serious.
But where you live at, there's a lot of people that do have that virus.
Yeah,
a lot of borrachos, a lot of homeless.
Yeah,
in that area you live at, man.
Yeah, I didn't believe it, but then you know, like Park said, death around the corner. Every corner I went, my brother died, my cousin died, this died, that died. And what? So then they're trying to do some vaccine right now, but I don't know if it's an angel or demon because no one knows.
I took it. I mean,
all right.
I mean, but you never know. You never know.
Yeah,
it's not gonna hurt.
Yeah.
You think we're gonna turn into zombies?
No, we're gonna turn into zombies. But is your immune system?
Nothing's gonna happen.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah.
I mean, it's my opinion.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, like
I was thinking about it too. I was like, whatever.
But
it's no big deal. Gracias a Dios, I didn't get sick.
Maybe it's an angel.
Hopefully, that's what I'm thinking. I rather think like that. Hopefully,
they're talking right now that there might be another COVID-19, but I mean,
strains.
I don't know.
They say in what's it called in Europe? Yeah, they're closing again.
Yeah, I don't know if it's a dirty bomb. I don't know what's going on, but always evil fights righteous, and righteous fight back. But you know the truth. You have to have soul insurance and fight in there. You know.
Yeah.
And you know, if you took the vaccine shot and you feel good, that's good, man. But until I get that coronavirus, maybe I survive, then I'll take the vaccine shot. But right now,
what if you don't survive? And if you take the shot, it would help.
Well, I say this generation is like Einstein say. He comes from a million years. It was like another crazy documentary. I tripped out on him when he said, "I'm from another million years." And those guys come out with brains. And Nikola Tesla even said, "I'm from thousands of years ago." And these guys invented like the Wi-Fi. They invented all that. And smart people, I don't think they're humans. I think they come part of the aliens because they come out with other brains. When you unplug, you come up with stuff like my homie Dwell. He did his goal on broadcast, and I appreciate that. But I just think that, you know, you gotta you're alive. Keep pushing yourself. Keep watching things. Keep looking at the righteous, and don't put yourself down. I know you get off work, push yourself and do something.
That's right. So what you've been doing since the COVID, man? Well, back to the question: are you working on music?
Yeah, I was.
What are you working on right now?
Right.
Or what are you doing?
Right.
Aside from music, I know you always trying to write. What else you do aside?
Yeah,
from
no, I it's kind of like, you know, I got the bad vibe to say, you know, you spend too much cash, this and that. I never made a video, but I'm about to, because you never know. You could be
a video of what?
A rap music, you know, and like my homie.
You have a track already?
I got the 7 Deadly Sins, you know, but I want to make a new track, you know.
Where can the people who are viewing this
you go to
see or listen to or whatnot the 7 Deadly Sins?
Yeah, you could go to YouTube and put Psycho Disciple PSY.
Yeah. Spell it out.
KO PSY KO Disciple DISCIPLE.
You also have an Instagram?
And I got Instagram.
Go ahead.
Instagram is 00.chz714.
I'll try to put the link up here.
Yeah, and what's it called? It's just like, and today, like, bad times happen. Everybody got depressed, but we're back, and I think that right now, you know, you gotta keep your head up, and I think like I'm back to writing music because my homie Rebel will call me at 10 at night, and he say, I'm working on a track, and then I told him some writing, you know, like I told him, you know, we have to come out with intelligent rap, you know, everybody wants to come out the same.
Quick question.
Yeah.
Right now in the whole mix, I haven't seen you for about a year till today.
Yeah.
A year or so. We chop it up on the phone every once in a while, but Any rappers you ran up to? Any famous or non-famous?
No,
it doesn't matter. It's just rappers. Any names?
Yeah, like people like my homie Mike, rapper.
Mike Kempston.
Yeah.
Who else? Who else? Any you met anybody?
My homie G Rod and
I've heard of that guy. He's from Santana.
Santana,
right?
G Rod. Not really.
Nobody knew?
In the 90s, everybody was rapping. Like that was agenda. And they had brains. Now today, the music's good. They got too much chorus, something different. But when they put girls and they look kind of fine, we get into it. But if you were in the 90s and you brought that to us in the 90s, we'll break that CD. Because everybody's coming out with ¿cómo se llama? Tunes, what do you call it?
Yeah, it's just a different style.
Different
style.
Yeah.
And in the 90s, those rappers
straight rock.
wouldn't have listened to us. They'd smack.
Yeah, they'll be like, dude, get out of here, homie.
Well, not really. In the 90s, because we're talking about Snoop Dogg, Nas. They're not doing that to these people now.
No,
you know what I mean?
But there are some guys that
in the 90s, it was more
like they rap.
They wouldn't accept that music.
I'm not lying. When I was in school, When I was in school, the teacher goes, say these words, and it sounded kind of word for your spelling. And today I hear a rapper mumbling, talking like a baby, and I'm like, what? And you like that song? Sometimes the rap today don't make sense. Some are good. I like Tigra. I think he's always on style. Nipsey Hussle, double up your money. That's badass. I like everything, but if the music doesn't make sense, I don't turn it back on. But I'm not gonna judge. Do your thing, man. Do your thing. And like CNG.
Any words you wanna use to inspire the raza, not just the raza.
Yeah, just
people even our age, your age.
Yeah,
youth. Throw some words out there, man.
Yeah, like King Little G. He has some crazy tracks. I listen to everybody. I think everybody that become an artist.
But throw some words to the people, not to.
Yeah, to the artists.
No. To the people, like a kid that wants to rap, or or a guy who wants to start recording videos. Send some positive.
Yeah, positive. If you want to rap, in our days we had to write and we had to memorize and drop it on the beat. And today you got karaoke in YouTube. It's simple. Even to my grandma could probably make a rap because you just gotta practice that on TV. But right now it's easy to rap because you're reading the story of somebody else. If I want to listen to anybody, Ice Cube, Snoop Dogg, Tupac, and want to memorize some lyrics, So Many Tears, Jealousy, Envy, I learn them if I put my mind to it. Like that's all the people that do like banda and norteño, and they go to restaurants. That's an interesting topic, though. Check it out. Watch. This is why I'm tripping. In the 1950s, you could look it up. The people crossed the border. That's why at the Hannah Botas that was true. And when they crossed the border, they were hungry. They went into the garage. They started learning music from other artists because music was always been around. And they ate some bread. They ate some food. So now they came back to the United States and crossed the border. They became millionaires. And today, even people that go and play banda and everything, it's a career. And they're making their money. If I could make an agency called Corridos Banda or Norteña, I'd like to put a lot of people that I know that do music, like my homie Fernie, Serenita, Hugo, and everybody that sings, and they have Mexican talent.
Since I was a kid, I always thought like esta gente, like, where do they live? Where do they come from? Because sometimes you see the old people. It's like, in my head, I think like, do they live in a car? Do they have family? Do they, are they just lone desperados? ¿Qué son?
Yeah.
But
and the funny
I would
thing,
want to interview a musician like that.
We writing music and we take like 6 months, 1 year. I'm not gonna lie. It's like a movie, like a national, like when they make movies, they'll take a year just to move around the corner, and you say, why it takes forever? Because the movie gotta be perfect. But we watched the movie, that's okay, but it's really talent. And like the Blair Witch, that was just a camera and then looked dumb, but they made their things. But in the music, when you talk to a person that, like my homie Fernie, how many songs you know? About 1,500? What? Like a IQ robot, like I got 1,500 songs in my brain. Like to go, I know all the albums of Tigres del Norte, those Tucanes, those Carnales, I know this, and what? They're on top. And they go, we have to go home and practice. We don't got time to mess around. We can't even have wives or girlfriends because we're always in practicing the music. But then we have to unite with people. But we have to have family because we have to hit the generation. But these guys are workaholics. They're practicing Monday through Tuesday, Wednesday, like us, and rapping.
And for a little while with the COVID, they probably got slowed too, huh?
No,
restaurants were open.
Some people were dug out. They go, forget it. I'm just gonna open my restaurant because I'm not gonna go broke.
Yeah, you never stayed quarantined, huh? You went out everywhere.
yeah. You know, I stayed quarantined. You know, I stayed in the house, and I thought it was.
For how many days? Like 2 days?
I kind of like everybody was like trying to be like the apocalypse. Like, watch out, they're gonna break into your house, get all the food. Like the Y2K. Everybody went crazy. I went to Trader Joe's, and everybody had a big line, and all the food, tortilla was gone, and it looked like
it was a little crazy.
It was like the apocalypse. And my homie Ray said, "Don't worry, don't panic. It's all a lie. It's for the rich people to get rich." And I go, "But what happens if there's no food?" So then I went to a market, and I said, "You got any beans in the bag? $50 for the bag." Ugh. Then my mother, get it. It was like there was something.
I saw they raised the price. I was there at the store the day when they said there's no toilet paper.
Yeah,
there was a stash of beans.
Yeah.
I'm like, you know what? Us Mexicans, we good with the beans.
Yeah.
So I filled up my bag. I'm like, you know what? Yeah. Got 2 big old bags of beans. I'm like, this will last 2 months.
Yeah.
I saw the guy switch. It was I don't know how much cents a pound. Right away he switched the price and put 10 more cents a pound.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
He raised it up to 10 cents.
Yeah.
There and then like that, like.
Yeah.
In an hour.
I told people when we saw this thing. Do record it, man. Record it, because photo shoot, trigger shooting, is like you're gonna see the people what happened. We made history. This is gonna be on the history books. The pandemic COVID-19.
Yeah, it is.
But we no, be scared, no. And even today, you want to go to the gym, they only open till 8:00, and you still gotta wear a mask. How can you run with the mask? It's ridiculous. We seem like the dogs that they put the muscles and the horses. But Ninja Turtles.
But hopefully things get better. You know what I mean? Some people might say it's true or not, but at the end of the day, tell that to a person whose parent died or something. Yeah, it's kind of disrespect.
That's
there's
true.
People that's family died, so let's just respect. And keep cautious. Yeah. You don't want to say it's fake because at the end of the day, somebody's dad died, somebody's brother died, somebody's grandpa died.
Yeah,
but check it out, Cheese. I just want to thank you for coming.
Good job.
Maybe next time we could do another video.
Go for it, man. Yeah.
You were our first one. Thank you. You know what I mean? Like I said, Cheese has always done some music. Yeah. He's a guy that I hung out with a lot. Yeah. He's a little local, but but he's a cool guy. Yeah, you know what? I'll throw up some links on here. I'll have him give me some information so I could throw some links on the video. Yeah. And maybe you could follow him on Instagram, right? What else you have? Instagram. Do you have a YouTube? You said
I got YouTube.
YouTube. Yeah. And maybe you said
I got what's up?
Where can anybody buy your album?
You go to iTunes, CD Baby.
It's there.
Yeah. It's
okay. There. Maybe you could show me one link and text me a link and we'll put it on here.
Perfect. Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, I want to appreciate you the time for being here.
Yeah.
I know there's more to talk about. There's more to go through.
Yeah.
Anything you want to say real quick?
I just want to see the people, right now, the artists like The Rebel come out with an album, Dwell, and everybody that's a rapper that don't give up. We come out rapaholic. Keep going.
We got to stay positive. We got to keep moving. I want to build this
be careful.
Platform. I don't know if you've seen my YouTubes.
Yeah.
But in reality, this YouTube, I want to make it somewhere positive.
Yeah.
Where I could get people, not just normal, not just rappers, not just people but normal people too, like a construction worker, and give their views and their ideas. I want to make it positive.
Yeah.
And this is for the raza and everybody.
Yeah.
So I want to thank you for coming.
Yeah.
And hopefully
let's advertise good people out there. Uvo Serenitas, the restaurant. Amena and Camille. Good food, bomb food. People.
Spread the word.
Yeah.
Spread the word.
My homie Carlos selling cars at Main and Bishop. Mama and Main and Bishop Beauty Salon. And I want to say what's up to my homie Osito. And I want to say what's up to Sinner and to everybody, that we miss COS. I give everybody respect. And so we all have to unite. And all your artists out there, it's time to reopen. You know, it's time to reopen, and don't be afraid that they open the shows. Run, and take out your stress, take out that pain. I want to hear a rap that people talk about this pandemic. Was it crazy? Was it this? It was an invisible bracelet, but be careful.
Yeah. All right. Like I said, stay tuned. My album drops April 1st,
I got
2021.
One, yeah. Fred, good.
Business as usual.
Yep.
Stay tuned for that. I'll keep posting updates. It's your boy Dwell, aka Mr. J.
And Psycho Disciple.
Psycho Disciple.
The Psycho Disciple.
Stay tuned.
Yeah.
Much love and peace.
Yes.
Take care.
All right.